We have some more late night basketball in the Big Ten Conference in Los Angeles for you. This time inside Pauley Pavilion, where the number 19 UCLA a couple of games ago in a big matchup against Arizona. Brandon Williams is the lone holdover from the bench that replaces Bilodeau with his injury for Presbyterian.
Looking game tonight. Sacramento State wanted to get up and down, played faster, physical. This team well coached. Presbyterian going to be a little more methodical, run sets. UCLA's going to have to be patient on the defensive end.
Sky Clark.
Not bad, but you just feel like with their personnel, that number is going to continue to go up. And like I just said, I think Donovan Dent's ready for a breakout game.
Sky Clark is in attack mode. It's Clark getting hounded up top by the double team. Eric Daly Jr. is in for three, and UCLA leads.
In the corner for the open three.
Williams nearly stole it. Instead, Pierce gets two for Presbyterian.
You like UCLA's after UCLA against Sacramento State. See if that activity holds up.
Clark tried the lob and turned into a pretty routine catch and dunk for Xavier. Already up 9-2 as Wilson thought otherwise on that play by Dent, but Parrish smooth sailing toward the rim. Or right now, put that way. Clark got the jersey untucked right now. It hasn't deterred him. Strong take and the foul. Sky Clark.
Presbyterian has really struggled shooting the ball, especially from behind the three-point line. So one area for UCLA, you want to be up and into it, engaged and active, but do you need to
That was an airmail from Amari Anderson, who has played just 3 minutes a game this season. Presbyterian going deep into the bench already, and Dent draws a foul.
Good to see Jamerson back out there. Wasn't sure if he was going to play tonight. Got hurt the other night. Glad he's back in there.
Finally something for Presbyterian. It's Iverson. Out into Parrish. And now Jonah Pierce. This is Presbyterian's leading scorer. Able to draw the foul on Eric Daly.
Look Tuesday and how it looks tonight. And I know the numbers, bear that out.
Whoops. A rare free throw wedge, but good response from
up the ball handler every time. Shaving 6 or 7 seconds off of that shot clock.
Dent takes it all the way through that on-ball pressure.
See, you just get the player. I think he will be. I think this is why it's good he's here, because Mick Cronin's going to demand a chance.
Now there was actually a second on Eric Daly Jr., but still picking him up.
I want to see what happens here. 2 times in a row he scored. Is he going to go back to it?
This time he uses his speed, sets up Jamar Brown.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
And it's Brandon Williams open. Rebound Brown. Stays with the Bruins. Back to Williams. That one is good.
The possession start.
Over the top, Pierce fits that one up and in.
An easy catch and finish for Pierce.
Clark. Wilson, end of the shot clock. He was patient, and he finishes.
Good awareness of the
pops out a rare miss.
Difference is that one wasn't really clean like Clark's and Dent's have been.
It was Xavier Booker with the block, and it's going back to UCLA. Timeout. Was also saying in a recent press conference that he has more of a ceiling even than we've seen so far, because he's been a little bit banged up and had to miss time in practice. As Clark drains another.
How good's he been?
Dent on the bench. Clark running the show. And there is a rare turnover. 2-on-1, ball fake. Wilson draws the foul on Williams.
I think a little. Been the biggest storyline so far for UCLA. I was here for their first 2 games, and You could tell it was supposed to look like it. Forget the opponent, but Eastern Washington and Pepperdine, you know, they hung with them for most of the game.
Another runway to the rim for Clark. They realize it, I think. Well, the defense trying to settle in a little bit here, but UCLA has been moving the ball, and it's a roll this year. It was mostly in the 4 spot at Michigan State. As that time, Perry gets the swipe. Here comes Brown.
The last 2 games, they have been much better, especially on the defensive end.
Freeney uses the shot fake and gets the mid-range jumper for Freeney. Dent loops it toward Jamerson.
Got to finish that.
Jamerson 1-on-2 is rejected by Pierce. And finally the whistle comes in after that massive, they're likely out for the season at point guard. And that was an errant pass and a turnover.
Good defense by
wouldn't go. And finally an offensive rebound for Presbyterian. Peterson back at it. Good look. Wilson couldn't finish the first, but it's an and 1. So 2 presented by State Farm. Mike Hall, Bruce Weber break down the first half and look ahead to a complete first half of basketball. At least this gives Nick Cronin something to talk about in the locker room as Dent go back to the foul line.
In finishing plays. Maybe not now. When we get into Big Ten play, can get by that guy closing out.
Looking at his background as he struggles with that foul line trip, he shoot a lot. So it'll be interesting to see what develops there.
Well, I'm not saying he's got to shoot a lot, but when he's open, he has to because,
right,
you know, a step up in level in the Big Ten, guy only starter, the regular starter that started on Tuesday night.
A big step forward for the team, certainly, it looked like in the first half, but on the first pitch, double figures now, by the way, for Pierce with that bucket, 11 points. Sky Clark, 14 points to lead UCLA in the first half. Donovan Dent also had a strong first, missed the shot. Williams
got a lot of options on the offensive end.
We just had a really tomorrow on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app.
So hard. And I remember this.
Left, extends that basketball, missed the left-handed attempt.
Kept it in one hand, just missed it with the offhand.
Wilson runs ahead of the defense, gets the dunk. Almost like how they say the point guard is the quarterback. It almost sounds like a quarterback reading the defense as the steal. Sky Clark, nice little fake, and he's up and in for 2. Jamerson comes up to help Clark bring the ball up, and this has been the case all night long.
They just keep flip-flopping. Him and Clark get into the paint.
Your turn, my turn. This time, it is Daly's turn. Well, Lonzo can stay healthy a little bit, give it a couple more years in the pros.
Good screen by Jamerson.
As Dent finishes. Sky Clark, nice move. Brown in the passing lane.
Again, the throw-ahead pass leads to Jamerson running.
And back to the defensive recipient of that last city transfer with a miss.
Tell you what, the unselfishness of UCLA is really jumping off the page tonight. Like, Daly had deep post position. If he had scored that or tried to score,
according to Ken Palm, dead last among 365 in the country in tempo. So they got to change that up, as you said, but
a basket by Presbyterian.
Again, more ball movement, and it's Perry for 3. Whirling move, and the finish from Kalon Hudson. Screen set by Booker, floater, Dent. Short, And rebounded by Daly, saved inbounds to Brown.
Well, we were talking about Donovan Dent as a pro.
Oh, it's Daly, look out.
In the future, the championship.
Brown in the passing lane again. Here comes Jamar Brown stepping through, and the foul is called.
Only 3 for the game.
2 of them were on that one possession. Booker. It's in. Xavier Booker.
And you don't want him out there all night, but against certain teams, you may want him taking a few more as Perry knocks in the runner.
More he could do on that play. Picks up his 3rd, and a 3-point shot for J.D. Bowden.
Be a good resume builder if they can get it in mid-December.
And the next 5, as you saw, against power conference teams, a flush for Williams.
4 better games in November, December than we used to have.
That is definitely, you can't dispute that. That's a good thing for the sport. As a nice play, seen a couple of Jonah Pierce sees 2 defenders, nearly taken away.
You know the clock.
And Hudson figured it out. Got the turn.
But he is definitely improved this year. More confident, you can just tell he's more certain in what he's doing.
That was a confident shot.
Sometimes, you know, you're
off the curl, Wilson got Jamerson in the air. Anthony Peoples Jr. is in for UCLA. And Kristen Wilson and show what you can do.
Well, if you think about it, if Bilodeau's out.
The thing that they said, what they learned in the first year, last year in the Big Ten, was like, we need size. A couple more possessions left, potentially. Seidler gets in the stat sheet, a rebound, and draws the foul for Presbyterian. Was against Mick Cronin and Cincinnati back in the day. So for Coach Mick Cronin, who had some pointed words about this week, about how
this one, I think Mick Cronin will be pleased with.
And right there, UCLA with its best field goal percentage during the Mick Cronin era. Knocks off Presbyterian by 40.
Well, impressive on both sides. Really sharp. Scott Clark got him off to a good start. But again, just building habits, building towards conference games, building towards January.